What truly happens when once dominant Hollywood stars suddenly disappear from the dazzling spotlight? Names that once made millions cheer are now replaced by an unsettling silence. Some careers collapse in an instant. Some reputations are burned down by controversies. And there are personal choices powerful enough to erase what once seemed like eternal glory. In this special video, we will uncover the vanished journeys of 6 famous actors, people who once stood at the peak of the entertainment industry. Each story is a haunting downward slide. Each hidden truth is a shocking puzzle piece. And the turning points behind the scenes will make you look at Hollywood with completely different eyes. For 6 years, Kat Dennings was the queen of sarcasm on American television. As Max Black in Two Broke Girls, she captivated viewers with sharp wit, dark humor, and a deadpan expression heavier than any punchline. She was a heroine who defied norms, broke, bitter, yet carrying a warm heart beneath her armor. The show became a global phenomenon, airing in more than 30 countries and turning Kat into an international star. But when the series ended in 2017, the constant spotlight disappeared with it. Unlike many other actors, she didn't chase scandals or try to steal attention. Instead, she chose to step back. With residual royalties securing her finances, Kat had the freedom to rest. She returned as Darcy Lewis in the MCU, appearing in Thor and later WandaVision, reminding audiences of her charming comedic talent. Off-screen, her personal life gradually stabilized. After a few low-profile relationships, she found lasting love with musician Andrew WK, marrying him in 2023. Today, Kat Dennings lives more privately, taking only selective projects and prioritizing personal happiness over constant fame. To fans, she will always be Max Black, the sharp-tongued waitress with a soft heart. But to herself, she is simply Kat, living a calmer and more authentic chapter of life. For decades, Roseanne Barr was the voice of working-class America. The sitcom Roseanne broke stereotypes by portraying a blue-collar family, messy, imperfect, but real. She wasn't glamorous, she was sharp, sarcastic, and brutally honest. And that honesty turned her into a television icon. But in 2018, the same voice that once made America laugh brought her downfall. Everything began with a tweet, a harsh joke with inappropriate and offensive undertones directed at Valerie Jarrett, former advisor to President Obama. Within minutes, it spread across the internet, and within hours, ABC canceled her highly anticipated reboot. ABC Entertainment President Channing Dungey called the tweet disgusting, offensive, and against our values. Roseanne tried to explain, blamed medication, and expressed regret, but the public delivered its verdict. Intolerance would not be excused. Sponsors withdrew, her management cut ties, and the television icon was removed from Hollywood with a single click. In later interviews, she admitted, "I made a serious mistake, but I was publicly crucified." Today, Roseanne lives quietly in Hawaii, far from the studios that once adored her. She occasionally performs stand-up or appears in a few controversial interviews, but mostly remains outside mainstream Hollywood. Her downfall is a clear warning. In the digital age, one tweet can erase a career that took decades to build. There was a time when Charlie Sheen was the most powerful man on television. As the star of 2.5 Men, one of the most successful sitcoms of all time, he earned an astonishing salary, $1.8 million USD per episode. As the son of Martin Sheen and once the golden heir of Hollywood, He had natural talent, strong charisma, and a life constantly at the center of media attention. But the line between the character he played and who he really was began to blur. In 2011, Sheen publicly spiraled in front of the entire world. He harshly insulted creator Chuck Lorre, called his bosses a bunch of clowns, and created a catchphrase that spread across social media. "I'm winning." His interviews became jokes on late-night shows, and his life turned into an unscripted reality spectacle. Warner Brothers fired him, replaced his role, and ended Charlie Sheen's reign on television. But the darkest part of his life story was still ahead. In 2015, Sheen revealed that he was living with HIV, a diagnosis he had kept secret for years. Legal battles followed, leading to financial loss, broken friendships, and a reputation severely damaged. Looking back, Sheen admitted with rare calmness, "I take responsibility for everything. I lived as if nothing could touch me." Today, Charlie Sheen says he is sober, healthier, and has found peace. He focuses on repairing his relationship with his children and living a quiet life, far from the chaos of the past. Slowly, he is returning to acting, including the upcoming series Ramble On, and even a new project reuniting him with Chuck Lorre, the very man he once attacked publicly. Charlie Sheen's story is not just a fall from glory. It is a cautionary tale about excess, ego, and consequences, a life so wild that even Hollywood couldn't have written it. In Hollywood, few names spark as much curiosity as Jared Leto. Actor, musician, creator, a restless soul who refuses to follow the path and instead wants to break it. He won an Oscar for his deeply emotional performance as Rayon in Dallas Buyers Club, a portrayal that stunned audiences and confirmed him as an artist of remarkable transformation. Yet just when many thought he would fully embrace cinematic greatness, Jared seemed to step aside. While other actors partied after the Oscars, Leto went on tour with his band 30 Seconds to Mars, shouting his heart out on stage before thousands of fans. With the album America topping the Billboard charts and the 2023 release, "It's the End of the World, but it's a Beautiful Day," he proved that music matters to him just as much as film. While Hollywood speculated about why he distanced himself from movies, Leto quietly invested in tech companies like Airbnb and Slack, showing he is always looking toward the future. On screen, he appears only selectively, taking on extreme roles, from the Joker in Suicide Squad to the eccentric Paolo Gucci in House of Gucci, and most recently, the lead in Morbius. For Leto, every project must be a challenge, not a repetition. Today, Jared Leto lives between three worlds: art, music, and innovation. He does not chase fame, he chases impact. In an industry always trying to label people, he chooses to become unclassifiable. Hollywood never lost him. He simply decided that stage was too small for everything he wanted to create. There was a time when Katherine Heigl shone brighter than almost anyone on American television. Her role as Dr. Izzy Stevens in Grey's Anatomy made her a beloved character and earned her an Emmy in 2007. She was beautiful, talented, and it seemed Hollywood was at her feet. But in an industry where public favor can vanish overnight, a single misstep can change everything. In 2008, Heigl made a decision that shifted the trajectory of her career. She withdrew her name from Emmy consideration, saying she wasn't given the kind of material worthy of a nomination. To many, those words felt like a slap in the face to the show's writing team and even to the creator of the series, Shonda Rhimes. Almost immediately, rumors spread. difficult to work with, ungrateful, unprofessional. And in Hollywood, where reputation is currency, doors began to close. After leaving Grey's Anatomy, Heigl tried to conquer the big screen, but her projects failed to take off. Romantic comedies like New Year's Eve and The Big Wedding performed poorly at the box office. Critics were harsh and audiences stopped showing up. Her once promising career became a cautionary tale about how a single statement can undo everything. In later interviews, Heigl explained her frustration. "I wasn't proud of what I did. I didn't feel I had strong enough material, and it affected me. But the damage was done. In Hollywood, the name Katherine Heigl became synonymous with trouble. Today, Katherine Heigl has stepped away from the whirlwind of fame. She lives more peacefully in Utah, raising her children and focusing on her family. She also found a new chapter on television, starring in the Netflix series Firefly Lane from 2021 to 2023, helping her reach a younger generation of viewers. Looking back, she admits with bittersweet honesty, this industry is unpredictable. Once you lose your balance, it's hard to find it again." For more than 2 decades, Cameron Diaz was the embodiment of Hollywood success. From The Mask to Charlie's Angels, her radiant smile and magnetic energy lit up the big screen. She was funny, bold, and effortlessly charming, the golden girl of her generation. But just when it seemed her career was poised to rise even higher, she disappeared. By 2018, Diaz confirmed what many had suspected. She had stepped away from acting. No scandals, no box office failures, no messy tabloid headlines. Just one simple, powerful truth. I want my life to be fully in my control. Hollywood was stunned. How could one of the highest paid actresses of her era walk away from it all? While the entertainment industry scrambled for answers, Cameron quietly found something the spotlight had never given her: peace. In 2015, she married musician Benji Madden, and 5 years later they welcomed their daughter, Radix. "Becoming a mother," she said, "was the most wonderful thing that ever happened to her." Away from film sets, Diaz wrote 2 best-selling wellness books, The Body Book and The Longevity Book, promoting balance and self-care. In 2020, she co-founded Aveline, a clean wine brand built on transparency and well-being. When asked whether she would return to acting, Diaz often smiled, saying she had enjoyed an amazing career, but family and personal growth mattered more. Yet, in 2022, news spread that she would return, teaming up with Jamie Foxx in the Netflix movie Back in Action. Fans were thrilled, but this time, Cameron returned on her own terms. Today, Cameron Diaz lives a life blended with family, business, and selective creative projects. Her decision, criticized by some, but admired by many, has become a symbol of personal freedom. Because sometimes, the bravest act isn't staying under the spotlight, but choosing to walk away from it.